Okay, so one of the things he said in it was how important it was to know the difference between awareness and mind, or as we would now say, the difference between yeshe and mind. So, what are we talking about here? Well, first of all, we need to understand that this word mind has a very specific meaning. It refers to our experiences when our experiences are viewed as a subject that experiences an object. That is mind. Hopefully I'll get into this a little bit less technical, okay, in a minute, okay. So, without yeshe though, without awareness, you wouldn't have a mind, okay. So, mind depends on yeshe. Mind depends on awareness. Yeshe does not depend on mind, okay. Without awareness, you wouldn't have a mind. But these two things are quite different, and it comes about because of different way of looking at things, a different way of experiencing reality. So what is the characteristic of mind? Now this is easy, because this is something that we do a lot. This is where we spend our time. What is the characteristic of mind? It fixates on what appears. So it sees appearances and situations as really substantial and solid. That's how mind is. It's very busy. It's very uncertain. It tries to work out how to respond to the situation, how to achieve a goal. Very busy. And this mind takes over our experiencing. So, you know the one about, Away with the Fairies or Lost in the Clouds, is that we lose contact with our actual reality. And mind takes over our experience. And we become lost to thoughts and struggle. Isn't this how we lead our lives? Isn't this normal? Isn't this how we lead our lives? So then you have to ask the question, are appearances and situations really substantial and solid? It's worth your while to write that down and look at it every day and ask yourself that question. Are appearances and situations really substantial and solid? What's your experience? How does yeshe, how does pure awareness experience? It's not fragmented like thoughts. Thoughts are like fleeting moments. The yeshe, the awareness, continues during the thought and between thoughts. There's a continuum. It's uncompounded. It's not made by the thoughts. It's something that is continuous. So what is Yeshe's method? How does it deal with the world? It's basically appearances are left just as they are, knowing that it is movement, not solid. Just in the movement. and without an I, which actually produces a deep confidence. So we can go into this in some depth after the chat, and I have a few more bits as well after the sit. So one of the key things then about the yeshe is it doesn't follow after thoughts. It's simply allowing the thoughts to arise and to dissolve. It doesn't follow after them. So now you might think, there's a trap here. Now you might think, oh, I mustn't follow thoughts. Like, that's true. But that is mind's way of seeing how to struggle, it's a solid view. Do you get it? When you say to yourself, I mustn't follow after thoughts, that's a mental construct. It's a position. It induces struggle. What's the secret? How then do you abide in yeshe? How do you abide in pure awareness? By allowing, by relaxing, by being present, by recognizing how everything truly manifests, recognizing how things manifest and how they dissolve. That's all, okay? Here's the thing. There is nothing to change, only how we see things. There is nothing to change. So, put on your 3D glasses, settle in with popcorn, and enjoy the movie. Thoughts, more memories, and yet there's something continuous. There is a continual knowing, a continual awareness that itself is not the thoughts. That's where we rest. You don't have to find it. You just have to rest and allow. Just rest. If a thought comes up, am I doing this right? You are. Just relax. There is nothing to do. Everything is taken care of automatically. The thoughts dissolve. You don't need to do anything. The awareness continues. You don't need to do anything. It just continues. Movement. Leave your mouth slightly open. You don't need to go anywhere. You're already here. Allow the thoughts, allow them to dissolve. Don't follow after them. By relaxing, by being present, by breathing. The past thought has ceased. You're still here. You don't try to make the thought dissolve. You don't have to. It's nature. It's emptiness. You can relax. This is not a state of mind. It is openness, being present during. That might have been a little bit rushed, but it's a very important topic. I think you know that.
Martin, even the fact that it might have been a little bit rushed, but I mean, this is everyday life we're talking about as well. So it's the applicability of it, no matter what.
Mm.
You know, there's no should be in it, really. So it doesn't matter if you're short for time; you can do it anyway.
Yeah, and we can go back over this. Like there's enough for a Wednesday there, but we can spend some time with it. Um, I do think it's very important. I think this is like a key, a way of surviving samsara. And so I'm going to say a little bit about, going to say a little bit more about it, and in particular about a question that Catherine asked about renunciation. I'm going to say a little bit about that. And if you like, then we can actually go through my notes and we can pick out little pieces that you might like to clarify. But I know some of you have important things to do, places to go and all the rest of it. So I'll say goodbye to anybody who needs to